So, on my way home, I thought I'd do some NBA talk. NBA. I'll get to some other stuff later, but you guys wanted me to do more of these live streams, so I'm doing them. And to a certain degree, I don't have no choice because it's very time consuming to sit up there trying to put together these videos and then edit them and all that stuff, and chop them up, piece them together, and all that kind of stuff. So it's real time consuming. So I don't always had the time to do all that stuff. So I wanted to talk about, and this came out of nowhere too, because I was just checking, because I started hearing people like putting this out there, and I did a little research, and plus I called Lion Killer because he in Dallas, and he said he haven't heard nothing of the sort. And I asked him, was there anything in the works with LeBron coming to Dallas, and he basically told me no. And this is just something that's been circling the rumor mill, and you've been hearing that Kyrie Irving wants LeBron there. That's kind of funny when you think about it, when a while back when Kyrie Irving forced his way out of Cleveland. Much credit, keep in mind, Kyrie Irving hit the game-winning shot to basically deal with the NBA. 1 year beating them in 5, and then the next year sweeping them. But nevertheless, I gotta be honest with you. And then there's also talk about them trying to find a way to get Draymond Green there, doing like a three-player deal. And my thing is, I think people need to remember that LeBron James is 38 years old. LeBron James is going to be 39 December the 29th, if I'm not mistaken. LeBron is pushing 40. People got to remember, LeBron isn't in his early 30s anymore, or even in his mid 30s. LeBron is in his late 30s. Okay, he's pushing 40. And that's very long in the tooth in NBA years. Like Stephen Curry is going to be 36 going into the next season. So, these guys are getting real long in the tooth, and people got to understand that. My thing is, how would that even work? LeBron, Kyrie Irving, and Luka Doncic on the same team, when both of them, or all three of them, is really ball-dominating guards and forwards. LeBron James has the potential to play without the ball, but he doesn't like to play without the ball. And, okay, what position would Luka play? Would Luka convert over to small forward or the 2 guard? And would Kyrie Irving play the point guard? And I don't think, Luka is a great player, but he isn't the best shooter in the world, isn't the best post-up player. So that would be a difficult transition for him. Luka, as good as he is, he still isn't a player. So he has to. So I just don't know how that would work with all three of them like being on the same team. That would just seem like another recipe for disaster. And of course, if and when they fail and get bounced out of the playoffs in the first or second round, of course, LeBron is not going to get any of the blame. They'll blame either on Luka or Kyrie Irving. More so Kyrie Irving, because they want to blame Kyrie Irving for everything. Hilarious. But I just don't see how that would work. I've been watching basketball for a long time. That don't even seem like that's possible. That would be terrible. And you just gotta tell the truth. LeBron James can create his own shot, but he likes to have the ball. He likes to dominate the ball. So like I said before, how would that work? Who would have to make the biggest adjustment? And it probably would have to be Luka. So I just don't think that would work. I don't think that would work at all. I think it's just getting to the point to where it's just, people are just getting desperate and trying to find a way to keep LeBron relevant. All I know is I hope LeBron don't go up north. That's all I'm asking. LeBron can opt out. He can become a free agent this summer. Will he do it? The same thing with Draymond Green. Then you also hearing that the Golden State Warriors may be willing to part with Jordan Poole. Because I know Steve Kerr went off on him and basically was dissing him on Draymond Green's podcast. And that's funny. All this time, they still want to keep Draymond Green. And that's exactly why the Warriors had the season that they had. And they kind of admitted that that punch ruined their season, which mostly everybody believes. And the thing is, here's the thing, and this is why another thing I call it the NBA out on their hypocrisy. And a lot of these, analysts and people that's just hell-bent on going after Ja Morant. At the end of the day, we all saw Draymond Green commit an act of violence, which in most cases was, especially in the Bay Area, that was flat-out assault. Draymond Green is lucky that he didn't go to jail and that he didn't get arrested. But yet everybody is all up in arms about Ja Morant. And that's the hypocrisy of Adam Silver in the NBA. Draymond Green should have been... Everybody want to talk about what should happen to Ja Morant, but a lot of y'all wasn't calling for Draymond Green to be suspended. And once again, Draymond Green created a flat-out act of violence. Draymond Green wasn't lucky. Listen, y'all remember the brawl. Draymond Green was lucky that he didn't get suspended for basically 20 games. But yeah, Kobe Bryant did somebody, and he got suspended 6 games, and Draymond Green flat out punched somebody in the face and knocked them out. But yet, the NBA didn't do anything. But all of a sudden, they want to lay down the law on Ja Morant. And that's the problem that I have with a lot of niggas on here and a lot of people that's sitting up criticizing Ja Morant. And I'm not excusing Ja Morant's behavior whatsoever. But I'm just saying, I'm just calling out the hypocrisy. And you don't have to agree with me, because at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm just telling my truth. But you can't sit up here and say that I'm lying. You don't have to agree with me, but I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy. Everybody's so up in arms about, Ja Morant. Now he's saying that he had a water pistol or whatever the case, or a fake gun. But we all saw Draymond Green commit an act of violence, assault. But you had people sitting up here like just putting it off, just overlooking it like it wasn't a big deal. That's a big deal to me to see somebody punch out one of their teammates in practice. Because I know, for real, if one of my teammates take a swing at me, he better make it count. And if he do sleep me, well, when I wake up, we gonna pick it up. But that's all I'm saying about the hypocrisy. I guess we forgot about that. If you're gonna call yourself having this moral compass, if you're gonna be this so-called voice of morale, if you're gonna be the dude, if you want to be what you call Mr. Self-Righteous, I'm just saying, call everything out. I said, that's the problem that I have with Adam Silver, his inconsistency. So I'm just keeping it a buck. That's just how I roll. Now, speaking of Ja Morant, let me get to this Ja Morant thing. I'm not gonna talk about the whole it was a toy gun or water pistol or whatever the case may be. If that's his story and he's sticking to it, well, we'll talk about that later on. But I want to talk about this, this thing with him basically cutting the dude off that basically filmed him, showing the so-called alleged fake gat or whatever the case may be. All right, let me break this down. Do y'all remember that movie with Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner, called The Bodyguard, in which Kevin Costner played this Secret Service agent turned private security / bodyguard. And one of his assignments, and he was a dude that worked on temporary assignment, and one of his latest assignments was for him to, and follow me, y'all gonna like this, how I break this down, how I set this up. But nevertheless, his assignment was to watch Whitney Houston, who was getting, harassed and stalked by a psychopath who wanted to do great harm to her. But to make a long story short, she found out the person that was behind it, which led to her sister being eventually deleted in the movie, and come to find out that the dude was a former colleague of Kevin Costner's character. He was like somebody, a colleague that he knew. But anyway, Kevin Costner ended up deleting him, but he eventually found out that, the sister played a pivotal role in this dude surfacing and coming about. And then he asked her he asked her basically what led her to do it, and she basically admitted that she was jealous of her, because keep in mind, her sister was a singer just like her, but her sister never made it, and she had it in for Whitney Houston. She had it in, and she was working as like one of her right hands, her assistants and all that stuff, and she secretly despised her. But unfortunately, Whitney Houston didn't get to cut her off, and if memory serves me correct, I don't even think she found out that her sister was behind it until I think her sister got shot, and her sister ended up getting shot, and she ended up, pretty much perishing in the movie. She perished. I'm trying to use other words because they don't like you using the D word too much, and the word that starts with a G and rhymes with fun too much. They really don't like you using that. Algorithm, beat detector, that kind of stuff. But she was jealous, and she hated the fact that her sister was a successful singer and actress, which leads me to John Morant. So John Morant wised up and got rid of this dude. First of all, when I first saw this video, I thought something was strange, because I'm pretty sure, just like YouTube, I'm pretty sure you can erase a Instagram post before anybody sees it. And for this dude to act like he was trying to warn John Morant about posting the gat, but it looks like he the one that posted it, because he already knew John Morant already was coming off a suspension. I think he did it on purpose because he wanted John Morant to get in trouble. You got to understand something. And I heard this dude is like some failed basketball player that basically John Morant was like trying to hang around and I guess throw a bone to. People got to understand something, and John Morant need to understand sometimes people align themselves with you because they can't stand you and they want you to fail, and they hate that you have what they don't got, or you got where they couldn't get, so they will secretly plot against you. Sometimes your friend is actually your enemy, and sometimes your enemy can be an ally. And that's just real talk. And this is why I wasn't coming down on John Morant. To be honest with you, I saw right through that nigga. I knew exactly, because here's the thing, I've been around them kind of dudes before. They will hang around you and align themselves with you and act like they cool with you, but then when they get around other people and you not around, they'll be saying you a sucker, and they'll be like, man, F this dude, he this, he that, he fake, and all this stuff. I know. because that's why I, started to distance myself from certain people, and that's why I started to distance myself and my brand, because at the end of the day, people was acting like they was cool with you and they really wasn't. And that's like the best analysis. That dude wasn't Ja Morant's friend. That dude set Ja Morant up. He wanted people to see that video. And I think Ja Morant realized what this dude did. That dude was secretly a hater. You could have erased that video and nobody would have saw it, but you tried to accidentally make like it got posted. Because like I said, y'all don't have to see no video if I don't want y'all to see it. I can instantly erase it after posting it in seconds, and hardly nobody won't be able to see. I can erase it before it's made, you know what I'm saying, for viewing, made for public viewing. I can put it in private. I can put it in unlisted to where nobody won't see it. So and I'm pretty sure, even though I don't have an Instagram, I'm pretty sure Instagram have the same services and have the same and basically have the same, you can pretty much do the same thing. So that's why when I saw that video, I was thinking to myself, this nigga set him up. That dude set him up. He wanted that video to get out. And then he's sitting up giggling and stuff like a hoe. I was like, yeah, sucker. So I already knew what the play was on that. He already knew Ja Morant had just got suspended, so now it's looking like Ja Morant may get suspended for upwards up to possibly, they talked about anywhere from 40 to 50 games. And I'm gonna just tell you, if I'm Ja Morant, I would appeal. And as far as the union go, the union is selling him short. I would appeal. The same way Jermaine O'Neal appealed his suspension with the NBA and he got it reduced. If I'm Ja Morant, I would do the same thing. I ain't broke no laws. I ain't been arrested for nothing. It ain't no way you finna stick that on. It ain't no way you finna give me that kind of suspension when I ain't broke no kind of laws. Ain't nobody arrested me. None of that stuff. I teach. This is why I have my channel. That's the problem with black people. We just sit up there and take it. Hell no. I wouldn't sit up there and take no 40-game suspension. Not for that. Now, if you want me to issue an apology and all that kind of stuff, fine. And you know what's else so funny? I see the NRA ain't nowhere to be found. Oh yeah, I forgot they don't really stand and back up brothers' Second Amendment rights. So that's all I'm saying. Look, at the end of the day, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't expect everybody to agree with me. This is my stance, and this is how I feel about it. If I'm Ja Morant, I get a good lawyer. Any good lawyer with common sense could get that suspension overturned. And as far as people sitting up there thinking he should just take it and not fight it, hey, Ja Morant, if you listening, bro, go get you a lawyer and you fight that suspension tooth and nail. Issue a public apology and leave it alone. Like I said, I get tired of this stuff. You had a dude that played in the NHL. He didn't get suspended. He didn't get ridiculed when he refused to wear alternate lifestyle jersey. Nobody said nothing to him. You didn't see nobody go in on him. But everybody and their mama has something to say about Kyrie Irving. But then they want to play the political game when it comes to brothers, though. That's all I'm saying, man. I'm just real with mines, man. Like I said, I ain't one of these dudes that follow a script, and I don't always agree with everybody. And I respect other people's opinion. I'm not saying that you're wrong for having your opinion, but I have my opinion. And this is just how I see this. At the end of the day, we got to stop always sitting up there just taking stuff. Like I said before, my stance is Ja Morant is old enough to own a firearm. He lives in Tennessee, which is a open carry state. Okay? That's real. He hasn't been arrested for anything. All you didn't heard about is incidents. Until I see an actual arrest, then okay, then we can have another conversation. I don't really base things off of what I heard or what could have happened. That shouldn't always be the case. When people say, well, you could have did this. Well, it didn't happen. There's times where you can use that theory, but then there's times where you don't have to use that coulda, shoulda, woulda stuff. I'm not always on that tip. I'm just breaking it down, and I'm just telling the absolute truth about Ja Morant. Ain't nobody came on these videos and said that I was wrong. It's just a difference of opinion. I don't think he should be suspended 40 games. I think that's absurd. I think that's absurd. You get suspended 40 games. There's dudes in the NBA that's been actually arrested and ain't served 40 games. So that doesn't make any sense. I want y'all to understand that when you in a union and stuff and you understand the law and stuff like I do, like my job be trying all kind of stuff. They try to circumvent stuff. They try to circumvent the call-off policy, saying that, oh, well, you know, we came up with this new policy. If you call off from work, you have to tell the this and that, why? But no, I don't. If I say I'm not coming, I'm not coming. And that's all I got to say. I'm calling in sick. I'm not coming to work. I'm exercising my rights under the privacy of the hip. Hang up the damn phone. Y'all got to understand something. People have this mentality. People still have this mentality with us that they can tell us black people anything. We just supposed to accept it. They supposed to tell us, hey, the sky, you know what I'm saying? The sky is red and it's really blue. And because they say I'm white and I say so, you go, nah, no, sorry. Nope. Sorry, you guys. Don't worry about those Gatorade bottles. Saw the highway patrol, so you know what I'm saying, gotta make sure everything copacetic. But anywho, I'm back, you know what I'm saying, camera up. But no, I'm just keeping it a buck. I know one thing. This is why I don't allow people to this is why I don't give people rides home. This dude left Gatorade bottles and chicken crumbs on my carpet. And I told the nigga not to eat my car. But that's okay. When he asks for a ride again, the answer gonna be no. But for real though, that's what I was saying about Ja Morant. And I just want y'all to understand that I'm not like excusing his behavior, but I'm just seeing more and more old videos of Ja Morant. Ja Morant really he really likes street culture. But once again, whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? So like I said, I want y'all to understand I'm not condoning his behavior, but I'm basically explaining his rights. And then the NBA need to make it very clear what is their policy on you know, bearing arms. Now keep in mind when he showed the gat when he was in Colorado, once again the Colorado Police Department said he did nothing wrong. But then, of course, you had this bandwagon stripper who was just basically jumping on the bandwagon talking about he didn't know how to behave himself in the strip club. Let me tell you something, you guys. That bitch was just mad probably because she didn't get a lap dance and he didn't spend no money with her. That's it. That's all. She waited 2 months after that incident and it's like, bitch, please. Stop it. But of course, you had people that was jumping on the bandwagon. All of a sudden, you believe a stripper? Please. All of a sudden, she got credibility. Look, I'm going to tell y'all something. Some of these content creators listen. Some of these dudes is happy what's going on with Ja Morant. I'm not happy what's going on with Ja Morant. I don't like it. But like I said before, the first steps in him bettering himself is getting rid of people that, you know what I'm saying, that don't mean you no good. I didn't been around them type of dudes. That, you know what I'm saying, the hater. Like I said, like I told you this story a long time ago. it was this dude that every once in a while I would hang around with, and I would peep this sucker stuff that he would do. Every time we'd go out or we'd go to a function, we go to a club, this dude to see me or somebody else or somebody in the circle talking to a chick. Now he ain't even thinking about the chick until he see us talking. And then this nigga would take his ass right after I get through or somebody else talking to the chick and go start talking to her. And it's like, bro, why are you trying to talk to the chick that you just seen me talking to? Like, hella weak. Like, you trying to compete with me for no reason. It's hella chicks in here, but you want the one that you saw me talking to. You didn't give a damn about me talking to her until you saw me talking to her. Then all of a sudden you want to talk to her. I done dealt with them type of niggas all my life, and then I cut them off. That's what you got to do. You got to cut them off. I had to cut them type of dudes off because they don't mean you no good. They don't mean you no good. They hate on you, and they just want, and they secretly want you to fail. Like I said, I've never understood that. And I know y'all done been around them type of niggas. You go to the club, and this is plenty of chicks. It's bad ones all around, but all of a sudden you got this nigga that want to talk to the one that you just got through talking to. And you like, what's up with this? Like, what's up with homeboy? And then he'll look like you out of line for asking him, like, why he doing that? Or he'll try to make it look like you being a player hater when actually you the real hater, because you really trying to throw salt on me. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? I done been around cornball dudes all my life. And then the dude can't even pull the chick because his game ain't as tight as mine. You know, that he a corny dude. You know, dudes like, you know, that's some stuff that you know, goofy ass Fred would do. You know, try to backdoor somebody. Like and dudes like that, that's the type of dude they'll delete you over a woman. That's the type of dude you can't even trust. That's the type of dude that'll try to pull up on your wife. That's the type of dude, if you break up with your wife, he'll try to date your wife. And I just, you know what I'm saying? And I had to get rid of those type of dudes. So good for Ja Morant, man. Good for Ja Morant, you know, like taking control of his, you know, his life. But like I said before, for real, if I'm Ja Morant, I'm appealing that if he gets suspended, to me, if they want to suspend him like 20 games, you know what I'm saying? Okay, fine, whatever. But 40 games, you suspended me 40 games and I ain't been arrested. And anybody that sit up there and try to tell Ja Morant, oh, you wrong for appealing, man, fuck you, bro. This is money. Like, man, I'll be like, the hell with Charles Barkley. The hell with Shaquille O'Neal, man. The hell with them dudes, man. Ain't nobody gonna tell me I shouldn't appeal. I'm just keeping it a buck. And then the thing is, Memphis is, I don't even think they could trade Ja Morant because they gave him that extension. So I'm just saying, man, dudes like me, we keep it real here. I ain't finna try to play holier than thou, and I ain't trying to play Mr. Self-Righteous, because I done made hella mistakes in my lifetime. But all these Dudley do-right niggas out here that's trying to tell Ja Morant, sitting up here talking about what should happen to Ja Morant, it ain't no way in hell if I'm Ja Morant, I'll sit for 40 games. And I ain't did nothing. I ain't been arrested for nothing. Hell no. Hell no. I bet you money Ja Morant would win in court if he got that reduced. A good lawyer would shred. When I say a good lawyer would shred the NBA, they would shred at Adam Silver. They would expose Adam Silver and the NBA on their hypocrisy. They would make them look foolish. All they got to do is bring up that Draymond Green thing. That Draymond Green thing was single-handedly. That Draymond Green thing was single-handedly get that suspension reduced. Man, y'all niggas, man, for real, man. I shouldn't be talking like this, but man, I know what I'm talking about. I got too much knowledge for y'all, man. I'm on some real OG stuff, man. Ain't no, man, I'm telling you right there, like I said, I'm talking about a half decent lawyer would get that suspension knocked down. When I say a half decent lawyer would get that knocked down, all they got to do is show that video of Draymond Green and bring up Draymond Green and say here's an NBA player committing an act of violence, assault on a teammate. He didn't get arrested. He didn't get suspended by the NBA. They just told him to take a vacation. And then they'll go to John Morant. They'll start saying, well, he haven't been arrested. Man, I'm telling you. Adam Silver would look like a damn fool. So if I'm John Morant, hell yeah, I would consider appealing. I would consider appealing. Have my lawyer be like, look, if it's 20, all right, we'll sit for 20, but we ain't sitting for no 40. Talking about he gonna get a monumental suspension. A monumental suspension, and you ain't even been arrested. You ain't been arrested for nothing. You broke no social media policies. You broke no, I mean, for real. You didn't violate the law. You didn't violate the law in the state of Tennessee. But you finna suspend me you finna suspend me for like 40 games? Yeah, we'll see about that. We will definitely see about that. But yeah, man. Anything anything over 20 games, anything over 20 games, I'm appealing that. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Adam Silver begged John Morant to accept because y'all do know that the people do stuff behind the scenes, though. Don't be surprised if Adam Silver say the same thing. Man, if you appeal it, you gonna make me look bad. Look, just sit out the 40 games and we'll pay you all your money. And just sign this NDA. Because he gonna have to sign an NDA. Man, I'm telling y'all, man. What happened in the interview? Enlighten me. No, but I'm just giving my interpretation. Like I said, man, y'all gotta understand, when these dudes work for mainstream media, they can't keep it real to save their life. This is why I'm so happy that I work for myself. I'm my own entity. I don't answer to nobody, because I'm hitting you with truth. If I went on ESPN, like I said, I would destroy all of them. I would destroy Stephen A. Smith. I would destroy Charles Barkley. I would destroy that goofball, Malika Andrews, because they wouldn't be able to debunk nothing that I say. What they'll do is they'll try to either go to commercial or they'll try to talk over me, which that would be weak. So I'm just saying, this needed to be said. This needed to be said about John Morant. I'll say this once again. I'm not happy about the things that's happening to John Morant. But yeah, it ain't no way, like I said, it ain't no way in hell I'm accepting no 40-game suspension. That's pretty much half of the season. And like I said before, how many of these live streams that I didn't put up breaking this down, and nobody can't even dispute anything what I'm saying, because I'm coming with some truth. They can't even. The NBA need to go into deep detail. I don't want to hear this stuff, conduct, detrimental to the league. No, you need to explain to me what exactly are you suspending him for 40 games. You need to explain to me in deep detail. I don't want to hear about, well, we uncovered stuff. Nope. I don't want to hear none of that. Has he been arrested? And I said this before, once again, going into a strip club is not illegal. People be killing me with this stuff. What are you doing in a strip club? What every nigga do when they go into a strip club. Y'all get these dudes, like, for real. He's a human being. He ain't no droid. He ain't no robot. He a dude with feelings. You know what I'm saying? You know, at the end of the day, we should be happy that the brother is at a strip club with women. Okay? We should be happy that he was at the strip club. Like I said, that dude ain't married. That dude is only like 23 years old, man. What, you want him to be an old man or something? You want, like I said before, this is why a lot of these NBA players be miserable when they be athletes. They be saying, I'm rich, but then miserable. I mean, the dude is a young man. Like, damn. For real. I mean, damn. I ain't supposed, like, I ain't never been to too many strip clubs, because, you know, in the Bay Area, they really don't have no, the Bay Area don't really have no strip clubs. So, and the ones that they do have, they got the type of chicks that I don't have no interest in. They don't got no Magic City in the Bay Area. And what's the other one they got? They ain't got no clubs like that out here. They ain't got no Magic City. So I'm just saying, the dude is a man in his early 20s trying to enjoy life, and people is like for real. People be killing me with this fake ass Ward Cleaver, Leave It to Heathcliff Huxtable act. Oh my God, I can't believe he's in a strip club. Like I said, I don't see how anybody could listen to Charles Barkley for the voice of reason. Like, Charles Barkley is one of the biggest buffoons and clowns. Like I said, if you take advice from Charles Barkley, something is seriously wrong with you. If you take anything that Charles Barkley say, you are in deep trouble. You need prayer. You, your local reverend, have him put some blessed oil on you, some holy water, and pray over you. If you sit up there and take to heed anything that come out of Charles Barkley's mouth, a lifetime hypocrite. So I'm just saying, I'm gonna say this once again about John Morant, not excusing his behavior whatsoever. He is making bad decisions, but all this 40 game stuff, it ain't, like I said, I ain't going for that. Like I said, Josh, if you listening to this video, bro, if they suspend you more than 40 games, appeal it, you will win. You will win away. You ain't going away. See, I'm hitting y'all with some truth. It's gonna be mad because they can't push their agenda, like wanting John Morant to pay the price and pay the piper. Okay, cool. Like I said, if you suspend him, okay, fine. But you, like I said, you ain't suspending me for no 40 game. And I keep telling you, all he got to do is show footage of that Draymond Green. They may lift that suspension down to, like, it may go from 40 games, it may go to like maybe 15 games. Like I said, a half decent lawyer would get that overturned. I'm sorry, you guys, if I'm hitting y'all with the truth. I'm sorry if some of y'all get mad hearing this truth, but gotta be told. But anyway, Appreciate you guys listening. I gotta get ready. I gotta go home. I gotta take a nap and all that stuff, and then I gotta pack. I'm feeling kind of good. I might pack now because I gotta get ready to go to New York. My plane leave tonight. I'll be in NYC, and I'm trying to figure out when in the hell is they gonna be an announcement for Crawford press conference. I've been looking on my email. I ain't seen nothing. Appreciate everybody, man.